Picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. Good vibrations.
Welcome to the second episode of the This Week in SCC Sports podcast. I'm your host, the voice of the Saints, Brandon Karam, SCC class of 2020. We have kind of a shorter show today. There's no guests, but there's still a lot of sports to be talked about, so let's get right into it. We're going to start with the volleyball team, who picked up 3 wins this week. They won at home versus Cambridge, on the road versus Tamarack, and at home versus Berlin. So now they moved to 4-0. This team seems dominant. They have not lost yet. I believe they've only lost maybe 5 sets in total, which is very impressive for 3 games this week and 4-0. So losing 5 sets in 4 games really isn't that bad. They seem dominant, but I'm going to be interested to see how they do in the games versus the top-tier teams in the Wasserman League, such as Hoosick Falls, Hoosick Valley, Emma Willard. Last year they finished second. I'm just going to be interested to see how they play because this team's good. I don't know if they're as good as they were last year and the year before, but it's going to be very interesting to see as we move into later September, early October, because you play everyone twice. That's how the schedule works for volleyball in the Wasserman League. So once they start, especially the second time around, I think, and when you go to the other team's place, it's a lot more hard to pick up wins. It's going to be interesting. Now on to boys soccer. They played 2 games this week. First game, they lost 2-0 against Stillwater. Now, I was there. It wasn't really a bad game. It was just Stillwater just outplayed us, I think. In the first half, we played kind of keep away, wanted to tire Stillwater out. I guess it worked. But in the second half, they just got a header right in the box late in the second half, and that basically sealed our fate. I mean, they really didn't play bad. I just think that Stillwater's a better team, and, this team is still improving, so it should be interesting to see. The second game of the week was on Saturday. They lost 4-2 versus Bishop McGinn. Luke Appy and Ben Urbatus scored goals in the second half. Now, Bishop McGinn, they came out fast. They scored their first 2 goals within 5 minutes. This team just played fast the whole day, and we just couldn't keep up. Luke Appy, Ben Urbatus with their goals. It helped in the second half, but they were still down 4-0, but they were both nice goals. Tom Frankowski on defense also played very well. Really, not that many kids played bad. Coaches were subbing kids in and out really fast, just getting everyone some playing time. But I thought that they played solid in the second half once we realized that Bishop McGinn was going to play fast and attack a lot. They're now 2-3, the boys soccer team. They're starting to move into the harder part of their schedule. They have a game today. This is being recorded on Monday, September 17th, versus Waterford Half Moon. That game should be interesting because right now as it stands, Spot Catholic, we are tied for first in our division in the Wasserman League, and so is Waterford Half Moon. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it ends up playing out today. And now on to the golf team. They won versus Stillwater home and away, and they got a big win over Hoosick Valley away. They have 8 wins, 3 losses now, and they're looking at a run for the league and sectionals, really. I mean, 3 losses and you're already 11 games in. That's very solid. I think the golf team's really going to step up. They always seem to when it comes down to the league championship and sectionals. And, there's just so many quality golfers on the team. Terrell Tillman, Jack Costantino, Ronan, Jake Welcome, Garrett Quinn. There's just a whole bunch of good golfers who could score in low 40s, mid 40s. And, Terrell and Jack could always go for 37, 38, 40. There's just, if the pieces fall into place, this team could win sectionals. And lastly, girls soccer. They had 1 game this week. They lost 10-0 against Stillwater, but do not let this score define what actually happened in the game. This Stillwater team won sectionals last year, and they will win it again. There's no doubt in my mind. The girls really didn't play bad. They were hustling the whole game. It's just they just got outplayed. Stillwater's a very, very good soccer school, especially girls. And, it happens, especially when you have such a young team with only one senior. But the girls soccer team will be good next year. I'm telling you. Lauren Mayer will be in her senior year. Faith McKenna, senior year. Whole bunch of girls who are going to be juniors and sophomores and seniors. That team will be solid next year. They will pick up 6, 7, 8 wins, in my opinion. So that's about it for this week. Hope you enjoyed. My name is Brandon Karam, SCC class of 2020. And I'll see you next week on YouTube, so stay tuned.